Hmm.
Coach Shiano has a knack for developing NFL DBs. You also worked under Nick Saban. Can you talk about the uniqueness of Shiano and Saban?
Yeah, it's a lot of similarities. I actually mentioned that too. I was talking to someone when I first took the job, which is what ultimately makes me feel comfortable here. It's a lot of the same beliefs, right? Whether it's recruiting, um, athletic attributes, as well as what we do schematically. So it's definitely been a smooth transition, right, from going from Coach Saban, obviously working for Coach Shiano. I enjoy working for him. Obviously, we're learning, we're continuing to get better, and most importantly, he's real detailed in just the development of those guys. And whenever you can work for a defensive-minded head coach, I tell kids all the time in recruiting, that's the best program, the best person to come play for, especially in the back end. So.
With Max Melton, heading to the NFL draft coming up, what was something you learned about him as when he was here as a player?
Yeah, he loves football. He's a fierce competitor. I'm just proud of how he's handled himself up until this point. This is something that he's wanted for a very long time, but he worked for it. And I tell people all the time, if you ever want to question his love for the game, watch his practice tape. Right, he practiced hard. Everything he did was very intentional. He studied the game, and it's no surprise that he's getting the buzz that he's having right now. So I'm just super proud of him. I know his family's proud, but he's worked hard for it, and I hope he gets what he deserves.
What's this offseason been like for Robert Longerbeam, and kind of what have you wanted to see as he kind of builds off what he's already done successfully?
Yeah, it's been good. I tell you what, when he told us that he was gonna come back, I mean the building almost exploded. Right? I think I said this before. We're a different team when he's out there. He knows that he has some goals set out for this program and obviously himself. So we talked through those things. He talked with Coach Ciano. He knows what he needs to do. But he's a guy that knows that he can take his game to another level, and that's kind of what we've been focusing on this off season and doing this spring ball. But he's been doing a really good job. Obviously, he's the leader in that room, and he's been doing a good job with the young guys as well. So I'm really blessed. I enjoy working with him every day. I'm gonna be sad when he decides to leave. So.
Last offseason, you got an extension. This offseason, you got an extension. Usually that means schools are trying to come after you. On top of that, it means you're doing a damn good job. So I want to ask you, what makes Rutgers a spot for you?
The people and Coach Yano. I want him to know how much I appreciate him. There's a guy that trusts and believes in me to do my job, and as a coach, when you got a coach that believes in you, a head coach that believes in you, it makes your job easy. Secondly, those kids, right? They try to do everything we tell them to do, and Rutgers is a hard place to come to school and play football. And these kids wake up every day, they come to work, they compete, and as a coach, it's a very satisfying feeling because I've been places where it hadn't been that way. And then you talk about the staff, the people in the building. That made the difference for me. It's never a matter of the contract extension or the money. It's always the people and obviously just me in terms of my career, what's going to put me in position to achieve those things. But Coach Yano, I can't thank him enough, and he knows that I'm going to give this university, these players, give him everything I got every single day.
Can you just go through some of the other cornerbacks in the room? The guys you're looking for this spring, and what you're kind of assessing for that second cornerback role.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's a challenge, right? Each year is gonna be new challenges, but that's why we do this thing to be the best we can be. But we got some guys in the room. We got Eric Rogers who played a little bit for us last year. He's coming along obviously as he continued to build to see where he's at towards the spring and the off season and on to the season. You got Bo Masco, which is he's definitely one to be on the lookout for, but he's been doing a really good job this spring. Zylan Williams, Kevin Levy, it's a bunch of new guys. It's just a matter of developing them and seeing who's gonna kind of emerge. A guy, not really young, but guys that hadn't played much. So I'll be excited this weekend, right, when we get to scrimmage to see who's going to come out and play when the lights come on. And that's ultimately what's going to give us, the kind of information we need as we move forward on to the summer and to the season.
I'm just going back to Max Melton. Haven't gotten the chance to coach him. What do you feel like his potential could be in the NFL?
All I can say is if I was a GM or a head coach, I'm not waiting to go get him. Everything he says in his interviews is true. He's very confident in himself. His position versatility is what stands out to me, and I've seen him compared to a lot of the guys in the draft. Just being with him, he's different. He can play inside, he can play outside, and he loves the game. And when you got a kid that loves the game, he's gonna play and do anything for the organization, right, to get him the success. But he can play corner, he can play nickel, he can play safety. I'm just excited to see where he ends up because I know he's gonna be playing for a long time.
Just one of the other guys in the room, Al-Shadi Salam, made the
Yep.
switch to cornerback last year.
Yep.
How's his development coming, learning the position, and is he kind of ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm excited about Shorty. Shorty works, and he has the mindset, the persona of a DB. He's scrappy. He's really explosive. He's definitely coming along, and you can see it as you see him out there moving around. He's getting more natural, more comfortable at the position. Now it's just a matter of understanding the scheme, understanding certain techniques, which he's doing a good job of. So I'm excited. Like I say, we got a good group of guys, right? It's just ultimately once we scrimmage to see who kind of separates themselves to give us an idea of who we're gonna be able to lean on this fall. Thanks, Coach. Yep. Appreciate you guys. Good.